Welcome to our shared journey of discovery. I am Fun Facts, and it is my distinct pleasure to guide you today. Our planet, this remarkable sphere teeming with life and history, is a treasure trove of the astonishing, the unexpected, and the utterly delightful. In the grand theater of life, the roles played by our animal companions are often far more complex and surprising than we might initially perceive. Consider, if you will, the small snow-swept town of Talkeetna in the vast wilderness of Alaska. Here, for 2 remarkable decades, the mayoral office was held not by a human but by a rather stoic ginger cat named Stubbs. Indeed, Mayor Stubbs, as he was affectionately known, presided over this community with a quiet dignity, his presence a charming quirk that brought smiles to locals and visitors alike. Journey with me, if you will, to the warm, tropical landscapes of Thailand. Here, domesticated elephants, creatures of immense intelligence and gentle strength, are often considered not merely as working animals but as cherished members of the family. Imagine these colossal beings, their ancient eyes full of wisdom, luxuriating in soothing baths and gentle scrubs. The animal kingdom, in its breathtaking diversity, presents an endless pageant of adaptation, ingenuity, and behaviors that often defy our expectations. One such master of expression is the chameleon, a creature often misunderstood. It is a common belief that the chameleon's remarkable ability to change color is primarily for camouflage, a means of blending seamlessly into its surroundings to evade predators or ambush prey. The shifting hues of a chameleon's skin are, in fact, a vibrant language, a visual broadcast of its emotional state and social intentions. Now let us venture from the sun-dappled branches of the chameleon's arboreal home to the mysterious depths of the ocean, where resides one of Earth's most intelligent and enigmatic invertebrates, the octopus. This creature, seemingly an alien intelligence from a primordial world, possesses not 1, but 3 hearts, diligently pumping its blue, copper-rich blood through a remarkably complex physiology. The octopus's cognitive prowess is nothing short of astounding. These cephalopods are renowned problem solvers, capable of navigating complex mazes, unscrewing jars to access a tasty morsel within, and even, remarkably, learning new skills simply by observing another octopus perform a task. The land we now know as Colombia is a realm steeped in ancient legends and pivotal historical moments, a place where the whispers of the past resonate strongly in the vibrant present. Consider the Guavio Reservoir, a vast expanse of water cradled by mountains. Beneath its surface lies a secret, a lost world, the old town of Guatavita Vieja. For many years this settlement, once bustling with life, lay submerged, a silent testament to changing times and the relentless march of progress that necessitated the creation of the reservoir. But Guatavita Vieja is more than just a drowned town. It is inextricably linked to one of the most potent myths of the Americas, the legend of El Dorado, the Gilded Man, and the City of Gold. The nearby Laguna de Guatavita was a sacred site for the Muisca people, where rituals involving gold offerings were performed, fueling European dreams of unimaginable wealth. The submerged town, therefore, carries with it the echoes of this powerful legend, a tangible connection to a past filled with indigenous ceremony and colonial ambition. Humanity's innate curiosity, our relentless desire to understand the universe and our place within it, has propelled us into an era of unprecedented scientific advancement. Consider the delicate and complex realm of memory. In a remarkable, and perhaps slightly unsettling series of experiments, a team of scientists has successfully managed to implant false memories into the minds of mice. By manipulating specific neurons associated with memory formation, they were able to create recollections of events that never actually occurred for these small creatures. This groundbreaking work, while focused on rodents, opens profound questions about the nature of memory itself, its malleability, its reliability, and how it constructs our perception of reality. From the intricacies of the mind, we turn to the diagnostic potential hidden within the human voice. Imagine an artificial intelligence, an AI, capable of detecting the subtle vocal biomarkers of disease. For millennia, dogs have walked alongside humankind, their journey intertwined with ours in a bond of loyalty, companionship, and mutual understanding that is quite unique in the animal kingdom. Consider, for instance, the curious case of Gunther VI. Gunther VI is not just any German shepherd. He is, by some accounts, the richest dog in the world. This fortunate canine is said to have inherited a colossal fortune, reportedly around $500 million, from a lineage of wealthy pets whose original benefactor was a German countess. While the intricacies of such an inheritance are complex and perhaps shrouded in a degree of playful mythos, the story itself captures a peculiar human fascination with bestowing immense privilege upon our animal companions. From the lap of luxury we turn to the theater of war, where the courage and loyalty of dogs have often shone brightest. During the tumultuous years of World War II, a mixed-breed dog named Chips, part German Shepherd Collie and Siberian Husky, served with the United States Army. The human species, in its sheer numbers and relentless activity, paints an extraordinary picture upon the canvas of this planet. To grasp the scale of our existence, one need only look at some of the fundamental rhythms of human life, played out across the globe every single moment. Consider this: every minute that ticks by, more than 250 babies are born around the world. That is over 250 new lives beginning their journey, 250 unique potentials unfolding every 60 seconds. And as these lives unfold, we are, by our very nature, a species on the move. It has been estimated that, on average, a human being will walk the equivalent of 4 times around the Earth in their lifetime. This incredible accumulated distance speaks to our innate restlessness, our migrations, our daily commutes, our explorations, and our simple desire to traverse the landscapes we inhabit. Within the vast tapestry of human belief systems, Catholicism holds a unique and enduring place, its influence stretching across millennia and continents. At its very heart lies an anomaly of geography and governance: Vatican City. This sovereign city-state, nestled entirely within the Italian capital of Rome, is remarkably the smallest independent country in the world, both in terms of area and population. Yet, despite its diminutive size, Vatican City is a titan in the realms of art, culture, and spiritual heritage. Among these treasures, none is perhaps more renowned than the Sistine Chapel, its ceiling a breathtaking testament to the genius of one man, Michelangelo Buonarroti. Tasked by Pope Julius II in the early 16th century, Michelangelo embarked on a Herculean undertaking. For 4 arduous years he labored, not, as some myths suggest, lying on his back, but standing on specially designed scaffolding that he himself conceived, craning his neck to paint the frescoes that would become iconic. Our world, for all its familiarity and the relentless march of scientific understanding, still cradles pockets of deep mystery, phenomena that elude easy explanation and continue to pique our innate curiosity. Journey with me, if you will, to Japan, to a place of somber beauty and unsettling reputation, the Aokigahara Forest. Nestled at the northwestern base of Mount Fuji, Aokigahara, also known as the Sea of Trees, is a dense, sprawling woodland with a uniquely eerie atmosphere. It is a place where, inexplicably, compasses are said to behave erratically, their needles spinning wildly or refusing to point true north. This phenomenon is often attributed to rich deposits of magnetic iron in the volcanic soil, yet it adds to the forest's mystique. Furthermore, over the decades, Aokigahara has become associated with strange occurrences and has gained a sorrowful notoriety. The dense canopy creates a profound silence, broken only by the rustling of leaves or the snap of a twig, and the gnarled, moss-covered trees contribute to an otherworldly ambiance. Across the globe, colossal structures stand as silent witnesses to the passage of time, monuments erected by human hands that carry within their stones the echoes of bygone eras, the ambitions of empires, and the artistic fervor of generations. Consider the iconic Eiffel Tower in Paris. This latticework marvel, now an indelible symbol of France, was never intended to be a permanent fixture on the Parisian skyline. It was constructed as the grand entrance arch for the 1889 Exposition Universelle, the World's Fair, and the original plan was to dismantle it just 20 years later. Its salvation came not from its aesthetic appeal, which was initially quite controversial, but from its unforeseen utility. As the age of radio dawned, the tower's impressive height made it an ideal platform for a radio telegraph transmitter. This practical application, its ability to serve as a vital communication antenna, spared it from demolition. History is not merely a sequence of events, but a narrative profoundly shaped by the actions, ideas, and unique capabilities of individuals. Among these, Leonardo da Vinci stands as a colossus of intellectual prowess. This quintessential Renaissance man, famed for masterpieces like the Mona Lisa and The Last Supper, possessed a mind of extraordinary versatility. It is said that Leonardo was ambidextrous and could, with astonishing facility, write with one hand while simultaneously drawing with the other. Imagine the cognitive coordination required for such a feat. One hand meticulously forming script, perhaps his characteristic mirror writing, while the other brought forth intricate sketches of anatomy, engineering marvels, or artistic visions. This ability was more than a mere party trick. It was a manifestation of his brain's remarkable capacity for parallel processing, a testament to the holistic and interconnected way he approached art, science, and invention. His notebooks, filled with observations on everything from flight to botany, are a legacy of this boundless curiosity and multifaceted genius. Consider the enigmatic feline, a creature of comfort and mystery in our homes. The domestic cat shares 95.6% of its genetic makeup with the tiger, explaining much of their behavior. Observe your feline friend stalking a dust mote, a miniature of its larger, wilder cousin. These are ancient instincts, echoes of a time when survival depended on such skills. Even their playful batting at a toy is a rehearsal of predatory techniques. A study in 2017 suggests cats may perceive humans as big, clumsy cats, not masters. This reframes our interactions with them, understanding their unique perspective. They are wild spirits navigating a human world, their indifference a form of feline social etiquette. Let's appreciate their wild hearts within our homes. From our homes to the oceans, consider the blue whale, the largest animal ever known. Its heart, weighing over 600 kilograms, beats 5-10 times per minute when submerged. Each beat sends gallons of blood through arteries wide enough for a human to swim through. The blue whale is a testament to the grandeur of evolution in the marine realm. Yet, the ocean's wonders do not end with size. The jellyfish Turritopsis dohrnii, known as the immortal jellyfish, can revert to an earlier stage of its life. This process, called transdifferentiation, allows it to potentially live forever, cycling between its adult and juvenile forms. It offers tantalizing glimpses into the mechanisms of aging and regeneration. The ocean holds secrets of life itself, hidden within its depths. Our journey takes us to Colombia, rich with tales of courage and human drama. The Battle of Cienega in 1820 saw 14 patriots facing 150 royalist soldiers. Their victory, against all odds, was crucial in Colombia's struggle for independence. In 1985, the Nevado del Ruiz volcano eruption devastated Armero, claiming 23,000 lives. A young journalist, Omaira Sanchez, became an emblem of the tragedy. Live reporting from the scene brought the raw tragedy to the world, galvanizing international aid. The courage of journalists highlighted the vital role of the press in moments of crisis. These events are seared into the national consciousness, showcasing human resilience. Colombia's history is a testament to extraordinary courage and profound human drama. In 2023, scientists created synthetic human embryos without eggs or sperm, using stem cells. These embryo models developed structures akin to a placenta and yolk sac, showing signs of gastrulation. This technology opens new avenues for understanding early human development and genetic diseases. However, it raises profound ethical questions about the creation of human life in a lab. Another area of regenerative medicine is 3D printed organs, moving from science fiction to reality. Scientists are testing 3D printed organs in animal models, suggesting a future without organ shortages. Imagine a world where patients could have organs printed using their own cells, perfectly matched. This technology offers hope for millions awaiting transplants. The frontiers of creation are being explored and rewritten. Dogs, humanity's oldest companions, possess sensory abilities that can save lives. Their sense of smell is up to 100,000 times more acute than humans, detecting medical conditions. Trained dogs can detect cancer, alert to epileptic seizures, and dangerous drops in blood sugar. In Japan, dogs work alongside medical professionals, achieving 98% accuracy in cancer detection. Beyond medical applications, dogs perceive the world through a rich tapestry of scents. They can smell our emotions, detecting chemical cues associated with joy, stress, fear, or sadness. This ability contributes to the deep bond we share with our canine friends. Dogs respond to our emotional states, forging a connection that transcends words. Their unseen abilities and unspoken bonds enrich our lives. Homo sapiens, a species of profound complexity, has a sobering statistic. 99% of all humans who ever lived are now deceased. The current population is unprecedented, with more people alive today than those who perished in all wars before 1900. This demographic shift presents challenges and opportunities for human potential and creativity. Consider the DNA within a single human. Stretched out, it could circle the Earth's equator 300 times. This genetic material contains all the instructions for our complex bodies. The sheer length of DNA speaks to the density of information encoded within it. It connects us to the deepest roots of life on Earth, a continuous thread through eons of evolution. We are walking repositories of an immense biological narrative. Our microscopic immensity is a testament to natural design. The Vatican City, a place of immense spiritual significance, houses intriguing peculiarities. The Vatican Bank, the smallest in the world, serves the Holy See and related entities. The Vatican Apostolic Archive contains an extensive collection of documents stretching over 85 kilometers. These archives hold untold stories and historical insights. The Pope's red shoes symbolize the blood of Christian martyrs, a reminder of sacrifice and faith. The tradition of choosing a regnal name upon election is deeply personal and symbolic. Each name carries historical and spiritual resonance. The Vatican's traditions connect the present with a long line of predecessors. It is a place steeped in symbolism and history. In 1977, the WOW signal, a strong radio signal, was detected by Ohio State University's Big Ear telescope. The signal, lasting 72 seconds, originated from the constellation Sagittarius. Despite numerous searches, it has never been detected again, remaining a profound enigma. Was it a transmission from a distant civilization or a natural phenomenon? The mystery endures. In 1518, the dancing plague in Strasbourg saw hundreds of people dancing uncontrollably. Theories range from ergot poisoning to mass psychogenic illness, but no single explanation is accepted. The dancing plague remains a chilling historical puzzle. These unexplained events challenge our understanding and ignite our imagination. The realm of the unexplained is filled with cosmic whispers and earthly enigmas. The Great Wall of China, a colossal feat of engineering, is not visible from space with the naked eye. Its true marvel lies in the human effort involved in its construction over centuries. The Christ the Redeemer statue in Brazil was created in pieces in France and transported to Brazil. The assembly on Corcovado Mountain was an engineering challenge. The Taj Mahal in India appears to change color throughout the day, reflecting different moods. This dynamic beauty is a monument that breathes with the rhythm of the day. These structures are testaments to human ingenuity, ambition, and artistry. They stand as monuments of human endeavor, dispelling myths and revealing marvels. Our history is punctuated by extraordinary creations. Albert Einstein, synonymous with genius, was a late talker and had a rocky academic start. His revolutionary theories altered our understanding of space, time, and the universe. Cleopatra lived closer to the invention of the iPhone than to the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. This perspective highlights the antiquity of pharaonic Egypt and the recency of modern technology. Nikola Tesla envisioned a world connected by wireless technology long before its time. He predicted modern portable communication devices as early as 1909. Tesla's foresight was extraordinary, laying the groundwork for many technologies we use today. Genius can blossom on its own timetable, often in unforeseen ways. The paths to greatness are unpredictable, shaped by visionary minds. We often share our homes with creatures whose inner lives are far richer than we might initially surmise. Consider the humble goldfish, gliding serenely in its bowl. It is a common misconception that its memory spans but a few fleeting seconds. Yet, scientific observation reveals a different story. These small, unassuming fish can, in fact, retain memories for over 5 months. This capacity suggests a more complex perception of their environment, an ability to learn and recall. Then there are our feline companions, creatures of enigmatic grace and keen senses. Beyond their playful antics and comforting purrs, some cats possess an almost preternatural ability to detect impending medical crises in humans. Imagine the subtle, almost imperceptible changes in body chemistry or electrical activity that might precede an epileptic seizure or a dangerous dip in blood sugar. This is a profound connection, a bond that transcends simple companionship. And our tour of pet curiosities takes us to Switzerland, where a rather thoughtful piece of legislation highlights a deep understanding of animal welfare. The vastness of time and the incredible diversity of life on Earth present us with creatures whose existence stretches the very limits of our imagination. Journey with me to the cold, dark depths of the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans, home to the Greenland shark. This is no ordinary creature of the sea. It is a living Methuselah, a vertebrate capable of living for more than 500 years. Imagine the slow, deliberate passage of its life, unfolding over centuries. From the icy depths, let us turn our gaze to the vibrant, sun-drenched wetlands where flamingos gather in their spectacular flocks. These iconic birds, with their impossibly long legs and gracefully curved necks, are not born with their characteristic pink or reddish hue. Young flamingos are, in fact, a rather unassuming gray or white. Their brilliant coloration is acquired, a direct result of their diet. This dietary transformation is a beautiful illustration of the interconnectedness of life within an ecosystem. And now, for a creature that embodies patience and resilience in a truly extraordinary way, the humble snail. The land we now know as Colombia holds within its soil stories of immense human drama, of avarice, and of profound resilience. Journey back with me to the 16th century, a time when the European thirst for gold reached fever pitch. Spanish conquistadors, driven by legends of untold riches, became utterly obsessed with a sacred site high in the Andes Lake Guatavita. This shimmering body of water was central to the rituals of the indigenous Muisca people, who, it was said, performed ceremonies involving offerings of gold and precious emeralds cast into its depths. The legend of El Dorado, the Gilded Man, is inextricably linked to Lake Guatavita. According to Muisca tradition, their new chief, as part of his investiture, would be covered in gold dust and then, from a raft, would offer treasures to the gods by casting them into the lake before submerging himself. This ritual, perhaps embellished over time, fueled the European imagination, leading to numerous, often perilous attempts to drain the lake and recover its supposed bounty. The relentless curiosity of the human mind, coupled with an innate drive to innovate, has propelled us into an era of scientific advancement that often feels like the stuff of science fiction. Consider the realm of medicine, where scientists have achieved what was once unthinkable, the ability to 3D print human biological materials. We are not merely talking about prosthetic limbs, but the intricate, living architecture of human skin, the supportive framework of bone, and even the complex structures of organs. This technology, still evolving, holds the promise of revolutionizing how we treat injuries, disease, and the challenges of organ transplantation. Imagine a future where a patient requiring a skin graft could have new skin printed from their own cells, perfectly matched and readily available. Or where a damaged bone could be repaired with a custom-printed scaffold that encourages natural regrowth. The prospect of 3D printing entire, functional organs, though still a significant challenge, could one day eliminate the long waiting lists for transplants and the risks of rejection. This is not just an advancement, it is a paradigm shift, a testament to our growing understanding of biology and our ability to engineer life itself, offering hope for countless individuals. And if manipulating the very fabric of our bodies isn't astonishing enough, consider the advances being made in understanding and interacting with our most complex organ, the brain. Technology already exists in nascent forms that can interpret basic thoughts and intentions by reading the patterns of our brain waves. The bond between humans and dogs is ancient and profound, a partnership forged over millennia. In some parts of the world, this relationship has evolved to grant our canine friends privileges that speak volumes about their place in our societies. In Germany, for instance, it is not uncommon for dogs to possess their own European pet passports. These official documents allow them to travel with their human families across borders within the European Union. This practice reflects a deep integration of dogs into the fabric of daily life, viewed not merely as pets but as cherished family members. Beyond their roles as companions and travel buddies, the remarkable sensory abilities of dogs are being harnessed in ways that can have life-altering impacts. At certain universities, notably in the United States, dedicated programs train dogs to detect cancer in humans using their incredibly acute sense of smell. These highly trained canines can identify specific volatile organic compounds released by cancerous cells, often present in breath, urine, or sweat samples. This olfactory acuity is a natural marvel, a biological tool of extraordinary sensitivity. The success of these cancer-detecting dogs is a testament both to their innate abilities and to the sophisticated training techniques developed by researchers. The human body, our constant companion through life, is a marvel of biological engineering, performing countless intricate tasks, many of which occur without our conscious awareness. Consider for a moment the production of saliva. This seemingly mundane bodily fluid plays a crucial role in our existence, aiding in digestion, lubricating our mouths for speech and swallowing, and even protecting our teeth from decay. Over the course of an average lifetime, a human being produces a truly astonishing quantity of saliva. Enough, it is estimated, to fill 2 standard-sized swimming pools. This prodigious output underscores the continuous, tireless work our glands undertake day and night to maintain our internal balance and facilitate essential functions. Another unconscious yet vital activity is the simple act of blinking. Most people blink on average between 15 and 20 times per minute. This may not seem like much, but when extrapolated over the course of a waking day, it amounts to more than 20,000 blinks. Each flicker of the eyelid serves a critical purpose: to spread tears across the surface of the eye, keeping it moist, clean, and free from irritants. It is a rapid, reflexive action, an automatic maintenance system for one of our most precious sensory organs. The Vatican City, the world's smallest independent state and the spiritual heart of Catholicism, is home to traditions and institutions that stretch back centuries, offering fascinating glimpses into history. One of its most iconic and enduring symbols is the Pontifical Swiss Guard. Founded in the year 1506 by Pope Julius II, this is the de facto military of the Vatican, responsible for the safety of the Pope and the Apostolic Palace. Their vibrant Renaissance-era uniforms in shades of blue, red, orange, and yellow are instantly recognizable, a splash of historical color against the ancient stones. Membership in this elite corps is highly exclusive and steeped in tradition. To be eligible, one must be a single Swiss male, a practicing Catholic between 19 and 30 years of age, at least 174 centimeters tall, and have completed basic training with the Swiss Armed Forces. This long-standing reliance on Swiss mercenaries known for their loyalty and discipline has created a unique military unit whose primary allegiance is to the person of the Pope. Our planet, despite centuries of scientific exploration and mapping, still holds corners of profound mystery, phenomena that challenge our understanding and ignite our curiosity. Journey with me to the arid, sun-baked landscapes of the Namib Desert in southern Africa. Here, scattered across the sparse grasslands, are peculiar barren patches of earth, roughly circular in shape, edged by a ring of taller grasses. These are known as fairy circles, and their origin has been a subject of intense debate and speculation among scientists for decades, yet no single explanation has been universally accepted. The fairy circles of the Namib, ranging from a few meters to over 10 meters in diameter, create an almost otherworldly pattern on the landscape. Theories for their formation abound, from the subterranean activities of sand termites meticulously clearing vegetation, to competition for scarce water resources leading to self-organizing vegetation patterns, or even the release of natural gases from below. Each hypothesis has its proponents and its evidence, yet the definitive cause remains elusive. These circles are a beautiful, enigmatic reminder that nature still guards many of its secrets closely, presenting us with puzzles that continue to fascinate and perplex. Moving from the deserts of Africa to the vast remote forests of Siberia, we encounter the legacy of an event of almost unimaginable power, the Tunguska event of 1908. On a June morning, a colossal explosion, estimated to be hundreds of times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima, flattened over 2,000 square kilometers of taiga forest. Human history is etched upon the landscape in the form of monumental structures, testaments to our ambition, our artistry, and our enduring desire to leave a mark. The Great Wall of China, a name that evokes images of immense scale and ancient power, is one such colossus. It is a common belief, often repeated, that this vast fortification is the only man-made structure visible from space with the naked eye. However, this is a persistent myth. While astronauts can see various large-scale human constructions from orbit, the Great Wall, due to its materials and relative narrowness, blends into the surrounding terrain and is not readily distinguishable without aid. Despite this correction to popular lore, the Great Wall's magnificence remains undiminished. It is not a single, continuous wall, but a series of fortifications built, rebuilt, and maintained over centuries by various Chinese dynasties. Stretching for thousands of kilometers, it represents an unparalleled feat of engineering and human labor, a monumental effort to define and defend a vast empire. Its true grandeur lies not in its mythical visibility from the cosmos, but in its tangible presence on Earth, winding like a stone dragon across mountains and deserts, a silent witness to centuries of history. From the ancient ramparts of China, we journey to the vibrant city of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where atop Corcovado Mountain stands another iconic monument, the statue of Christ the Redeemer. History is often shaped by individuals whose lives and contributions diverge from the ordinary, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. Consider Albert Einstein, a name synonymous with genius, the architect of our modern understanding of space, time, and gravity. Yet his early development gave little overt indication of the towering intellect that would later reshape physics. It is said that Einstein did not begin to speak fluently until he was around 4 years old, and his quiet, introspective nature even led his parents to consult doctors, fearing he might have a developmental problem. This serves as a profound reminder that brilliance can unfold on its own timeline, often defying conventional expectations. His journey from a late-talking child to one of the most influential scientists of all time underscores the mysterious nature of genius. It suggests that the seeds of extraordinary capability can lie dormant or manifest in unconventional ways before blossoming into transformative insights. Einstein's story encourages us to look beyond superficial markers of precocity and to appreciate the diverse paths through which human potential can be realized, often nurtured by curiosity and a relentless questioning of the established order. Then there is Nikola Tesla, another pivotal figure in the scientific and technological revolutions of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. A visionary inventor and electrical engineer, Tesla was known for his eccentric habits and his extraordinary claims about the nature of his creative process. Hello there. I'm Labio Salados, and today we embark on a rather fascinating journey, a journey not across continents or oceans, but through the curious corridors of knowledge itself. Our world, and indeed our universe, is a tapestry woven with threads of the astonishing, the unexpected, and the downright unbelievable. Often these marvels lie hidden in plain sight, awaiting a curious mind to uncover them. Prepare yourselves, for we are about to delve into a collection of facts so intriguing they might just reshape your understanding of what you thought you knew. From the annals of history, where time itself seems to play tricks on our perceptions, to the intricate designs of the natural world, where evolution has sculpted wonders beyond our wildest imaginings. We shall explore the peculiar habits of humanity, the mind-bending frontiers of science, and the enduring mysteries that continue to captivate us. Each fact is a doorway, a small opening into a larger, more complex, and infinitely more interesting reality. So settle in, open your minds, and let us begin this exploration together. The beauty of discovery, you see, lies not just in the grand revelations, but in these smaller, sparkling gems of information. They remind us that there is always more to learn, more to question, and more to be amazed by. Today we'll unearth 10 such gems, each with its own story, its own little shock of surprise. Are you ready to have your beliefs gently, or perhaps not so gently, challenged? Let us proceed. Our first foray into the unbelievable takes us back, deep into the annals of European history, to a conflict so renowned, its very name seems to define its duration. I speak, of course, of the 100 Years' War. Did you know this monumental struggle between the kingdoms of England and France actually overstayed its welcome? Indeed, the Hundred Years' War, a cornerstone of medieval history, stretched not for a neat 100 years, but for a rather more protracted 116. From its beginnings in 1337 to its eventual conclusion in 1453, the ebb and flow of this conflict painted a far more complex picture than its name might suggest. 116 years. Imagine the generations born, living, and dying, all under the shadow of this extended period of strife. The label, the Hundred Years' War, becomes a sort of historical shorthand, a convenient, if somewhat misleading, tag for a deeply complex and drawn-out series of dynastic and territorial disputes. So the next time you hear of the Hundred Years' War, remember its rather elastic timeline. Now let us plunge from the battlefields of medieval Europe into the silent, often alien world beneath the waves. Here in the vast expanse of our oceans resides a creature of such remarkable and peculiar biology, it seems almost to have sprung from the pages of science fiction. I am speaking of the octopus, a true master of disguise and an evolutionary marvel. And its first surprise? It possesses not one, not two, but three hearts. Two of these hearts are dedicated to pumping blood through its gills, the delicate feathery structures that extract oxygen from the water. The third, a systemic heart, circulates that oxygen-rich blood to the rest of its body. But there's a curious detail. This systemic heart actually stops beating when the octopus swims. Perhaps this is why they seem to prefer crawling along the seabed, a more energy-efficient mode of transport for such a uniquely plumbed creature. Three hearts, blue blood, ink clouds, instantaneous camouflage, and jet-powered escape. The octopus is not merely an animal, it is a living testament to the boundless ingenuity of evolution, a true escape artist of the deep, forever intriguing us with its alien grace. Our journey now takes us to the verdant, mist-shrouded highlands of Venezuela, a land of dramatic tabletop mountains known as tepuis. It is here, cascading from the summit of Ollantaytambo, that we find a spectacle of nature so immense it almost defies belief. Angel Falls, the tallest uninterrupted waterfall in the world, a sheer, breathtaking drop of 979 meters or 3,212 feet. This colossal cataract is a sight that has humbled explorers and inspired awe for generations. But the story of its official discovery by the outside world is an adventure in itself. While the local Pemon people had known of the falls for centuries, calling it Carapacupay Meru, meaning waterfall of the deepest place, its existence was largely unknown to the wider world until the 1930s. Its international namesake is an American aviator, James Jimmy Crawford Angel. He wasn't searching for waterfalls initially, but for gold, lured by tales of rich ore deposits in these remote mountains. And so, Angel Falls, a natural wonder of immense scale, carries the name of an aviator whose quest for gold led to an unexpected and rather perilous discovery. Chapter 4: Whispers Across the Quantum Void. From the tangible wonders of the natural world, we now leap into the realm of the almost impossibly small, the strange and fascinating universe of quantum mechanics. Here, the rules of classical physics bend and break, giving rise to phenomena that sound more like magic than science. And in 2020, scientists achieved a milestone that truly nudges the boundary of what we consider possible. They managed to teleport quantum information. In this particular breakthrough, researchers successfully teleported quantum information, specifically qubits, the quantum equivalent of classical bits, across an impressive 44 kilometers or about 27 miles of optical fiber. They achieved this using a mind-bending quantum property known as entanglement. Imagine two particles linked in such a way that they share the same fate, the same existence, regardless of the distance separating them. A truly silent, instantaneous whisper across the void. Chapter 5: A Dog's Nose, a Dog's World. Let us now turn our attention to a creature many of us share our homes and hearts with, the domestic dog, our loyal companions full of exuberance and affection. We often think we understand them, but their sensory world is vastly different from our own, revealing capabilities that are, quite frankly, astounding. For instance, that common myth that dogs see only in black and white? It's not quite true. While their world isn't as richly hued as ours, they do perceive colors. Their vision is dichromatic, meaning they primarily see in shades of blue and yellow, and they struggle to distinguish between reds and greens. But what they may lack in color range, they more than compensate for with another far more powerful sense. A dog's nose is a marvel of biological engineering. Their world is an intricate tapestry of sense, a constant stream of information that tells them far more about their environment and about us than we might ever realize. Chapter 6. Spartan Austerity, the Cliff of Conjecture. Our exploration now leads us to the stark, disciplined world of ancient Sparta, a society renowned for its military prowess, its laconic wit, and its rather uncompromising approach to life. Among the many tales that have filtered down through the centuries about this formidable city-state, one particular practice stands out for its chilling severity, the alleged custom of abandoning weak or sickly newborn infants to perish. The story, as famously recounted by the historian Plutarch, suggests that Spartan elders would inspect newborns. If a baby was deemed ill-formed or insufficiently robust for the rigors of Spartan life, it was said to be taken to a chasm known as the Apotheti, near Mount Taygetus, and cast away. A brutal form of eugenics, designed to ensure the strength and vitality of future Spartan warriors and mothers. But here, as with many ancient accounts, the line between myth and reality becomes rather blurred. The debate continues, a fascinating glimpse into how we interpret the past, and how societies, ancient and modern, grapple with ideals of strength, weakness, and the value of human life. Chapter 7. The Pontiff Who Pawned the Papacy. From the austere warriors of Sparta, we turn to the opulent, often tumultuous world of the medieval papacy, a realm of immense spiritual authority but also at times of very worldly power struggles and indeed, scandal. And in the annals of papal history, few figures are as astonishingly controversial as Benedict IX, a man who holds the rather dubious distinction of being one of the youngest popes ever, and one who treated the Holy See in a most unconventional manner. Elected to the chair of St. Peter in the 11th century, around the year 1032, Benedict IX's age at his first accession is a matter of some debate. Some sources claim he was a mere 20 years old, already remarkably young for such a profound responsibility. Others, perhaps with a touch of hyperbole, suggest he might have been as young as 12. Imagine, a boy, or at best a very young man, wielding the spiritual authority over much of Western Christendom. His papacy, or rather for he held the office on 3 separate occasions, were marked by turmoil and accusations of scandalous behavior. Medieval drama indeed played out on the grandest of stages, with the very soul of the church seemingly up for grabs. Chapter 8. The Day the Saucers Buzzed the White House. Our next curious tale takes us to the summer of 1952, to the very heart of American power, Washington, D.C. The Cold War was in full swing, anxieties were high, and the world was just beginning to grapple with a new and unsettling phenomenon, unidentified flying objects, or UFOs. And for 2 consecutive weekends in July, these mysterious objects made their presence known in a most dramatic fashion, right over the nation's capital. It began on the evening of July 19th. Air traffic controllers at Washington National Airport, and later at Andrews Air Force Base, began detecting a series of unidentified targets on their radar screens. These objects moved in ways that conventional aircraft of the time simply could not, darting at incredible speeds, making sharp turns, and hovering silently. Some were even reportedly seen visually by pilots and ground personnel as strange, glowing lights. To this day, the 1952 Washington, D.C. UFO incident remains one of the most compelling and well-documented cases in UFO lore. A tantalizing mystery that continues to spark debate, an atmospheric quirk, or something far more unexplained. Chapter 9. The Mountain of Stone, Built by Ingenuity. We journey now to the sands of Egypt, to stand before the last surviving wonder of the ancient world, the Great Pyramid of Giza. A monument of such colossal scale and enduring mystery, it has captivated humanity for millennia. Built as a tomb for the pharaoh Khufu around 4,500 years ago, its sheer statistics are enough to boggle the mind. It is comprised of an estimated 2.3 million individual stone blocks. Consider that figure, 2,300,000 blocks of limestone and granite. And these were not mere pebbles. Each block weighs on average around 2.5 tons, the equivalent of a large car. Some of the granite blocks used in the king's chamber, transported from Aswan over 500 miles away, weigh as much as 60 to 80 tons. Ancient engineering indeed at its absolute zenith, a testament to human ambition and meticulous planning. Chapter 10. Cleopatra's Calendar and the iPhone's Ancestry. For our final astonishing fact, we return to Egypt, but to a much later period, to the era of its last pharaoh, the legendary Cleopatra VII. A figure shrouded in romance, power, and political intrigue, Cleopatra's life often feels as ancient as the pyramids themselves. But here, our perception of time can play a fascinating trick on us, for Cleopatra lived closer in time to the invention of the iPhone than she did to the building of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Let that sink in for a moment. The Great Pyramid, which we just discussed, was completed around 2560 BC. Cleopatra died in 30 BC. This means a staggering span of roughly 2,530 years separates Cleopatra from the construction of those iconic monuments that so define her land. Now consider the iPhone, first released in 2007 AD. The time between Cleopatra's death and the iPhone's birth is approximately 2,036 years. Chapter 11. The Unending Horizon of Wonder. And so, our brief journey through these curious corners of existence comes to a close. From the protracted struggles of ancient wars, to the almost alien biology of the deep sea, from the daring misadventures of explorers, to the mind-altering frontiers of quantum science. We have touched upon the oddities of human societies, the surprising depths of our animal companions, and the sheer, breathtaking ingenuity of our ancestors. Each fact, a small window onto a larger, more intricate, and endlessly fascinating world. What these glimpses reveal, more than anything, is that our planet and the universe it inhabits is a place of perpetual surprise. The tapestry of knowledge is woven with threads of the unexpected, the humorous, the profound, and the deeply strange. And for every fact we unearth, countless more lie waiting, hidden beneath the surface of the everyday or in the far reaches of time and space, inviting our curiosity, challenging our assumptions. The pursuit of understanding, the simple joy of learning something new and astonishing, is a fundamental part of what makes us human. It connects us to the past, illuminates the present, and Our first journey takes us back to the tumultuous early days of the Great War, specifically to August 1914, and the brutal Battle of Mons in Belgium. Here, a vastly outnumbered British expeditionary force found themselves in a desperate retreat, facing the seemingly unstoppable advance of the German army. Numerous British soldiers, weary and beleaguered, later swore under oath that they witnessed a most astonishing sight. As German forces pressed their attack, a luminous figure, or perhaps several, appeared in the sky between the two armies. Descriptions varied, but a common thread emerged. A tall, radiant being, sometimes described as an angel, perhaps St. George himself, clad in shimmering armor or flowing white robes, brandishing a sword of light. This celestial sentinel, they claimed, was not merely a passive observer. The soldiers recounted how this apparition seemed to actively intervene, halting the German advance. Bullets, they said, were deflected or stopped in mid-air before reaching the British lines. The presence of this otherworldly protector purportedly turned the tide in localized skirmishes, allowing pockets of British soldiers to withdraw when they might otherwise have been overrun or annihilated. Was this a genuine miracle, a divine intervention at a moment of profound crisis? For the men who witnessed it, many were unshakable in their conviction. The story quickly spread, bolstered by accounts published in newspapers and magazines, capturing the imagination of a public desperate for hope. We now dive into the deep, mysterious realm of the ocean, home to a creature so bizarre, so wonderfully alien in its abilities, that it continues to astound biologists, the octopus. These cephalopods are renowned as masters of disguise, capable of changing their skin color and texture in the blink of an eye to perfectly match their surroundings. This incredible camouflage is a marvel of natural engineering, but recent discoveries have revealed an even more astonishing aspect to their sensory world. It appears that octopuses don't just rely on their remarkably complex, camera-like eyes to perceive their environment. Scientists have found that their skin itself is photosensitive. Embedded within their skin cells are proteins called opsins, the very same type of light-sensitive proteins found in eyes across the animal kingdom. This means, quite incredibly, that an octopus can detect light and potentially even patterns and colors directly through its skin without any input from its brain or its primary visual system. Imagine, if you will, the implications of such an ability. It's as if their entire body surface acts as a diffuse, low-resolution eye. While their sophisticated eyes are undoubtedly crucial for detailed vision, this dermal light sense could provide them with a constant ambient awareness of the light conditions around them. This could be instrumental in fine-tuning their camouflage, allowing for almost instantaneous and incredibly accurate adjustments to match the subtle shifts in light and shadow of their aquatic world. Our next destination takes us deep into the remote jungles of Ecuador, to the mysterious Cueva de los Tayos, or Tayos Cave. Named after the nocturnal oilbirds, or Tayos, that inhabit its depths, it is a geological wonder and a repository of secrets. Some believe it hints at extraterrestrial contact. The cave gained fame in 1976 with an expedition led by Stan Hall, which included astronaut Neil Armstrong. Earlier, Janos Moric claimed to have found a metal library in the cave, popularized by Erich von Däniken. He suggested it contained records of a lost civilization. These claims attracted skepticism and were dismissed by many archaeologists. No verifiable metal library was ever officially recovered. We now venture into the bewildering, almost psychedelic realm of quantum physics, where one brilliant mind dared to challenge the very foundations laid by Albert Einstein, and in doing so, proposed a vision of reality that is as profound as it is unsettling. This was David Bohm, a physicist whose ideas, once considered fringe, are increasingly finding resonance with experimental findings, forcing us to question the nature of existence itself. Bohm, a contemporary and one-time colleague of Einstein, was dissatisfied with the prevailing interpretations of quantum mechanics. He sought a deeper, more coherent understanding, leading him to develop the concept of the implicate order. In this view, the universe we perceive, the explicate order of separate objects and events, is merely a projection, a surface manifestation of a much deeper, indivisible, and interconnected reality. It's a bit like watching ripples on a pond. The ripples are what we see, but the true reality is the underlying water. His mathematics and theories led to a startling conclusion. The universe might function like a giant hologram. In a hologram, every part contains information about the whole. If you break a holographic plate, each fragment can still reconstruct the entire image, albeit with less clarity. Bohm suggested that our perceived reality is similarly constructed, an interference pattern where the whole is enfolded in every part. This implies that the separateness we experience is an illusion. In a quiet hospice, a therapy dog named Oscar became a legend. Oscar would curl up beside certain patients who would then pass away within hours. His accuracy was astonishing, over 98%. Scientists believe Oscar smells biochemical changes as the body shuts down. We now journey back in time to the shores of North Africa, to the once mighty city of Carthage. Carthage, a formidable maritime power, was renowned for its wealth and culture. Yet beneath this veneer lay a chilling practice, the systematic sacrifice of children. Excavations at the Tophet have unearthed thousands of urns with cremated remains of infants. These sacrifices were offered to deities like Baal Hammon and Tanit. In times of crisis, Carthaginians sought to appease these gods with the lives of children. Our quest leads us into the secretive halls of the Vatican Apostolic Archives, a repository of countless historical documents. Among these is a map dating from 1531 depicting Antarctica ice-free. This predates its official discovery by centuries. How could they map it so accurately? Theories suggest ancient advanced civilizations. Chapter 8. Echoes from Beyond, the phenomenon of EVP. We now tread into a realm that touches upon one of humanity's oldest and most profound questions. Is there life after death? Surprisingly, Thomas Edison, the prolific inventor, was a pioneer in this eerie field. In the 1920s, Edison worked on a device to contact the deceased. Fast forward to today, and this quest has evolved into electronic voice phenomena, or EVP. Using audio devices, investigators capture voices or sounds not audible at the time of recording. The results can be deeply unsettling. Upon playback, investigators often report hearing distinct words or phrases. These voices sometimes respond to questions or utter cryptic messages. The quality varies from faint whispers to clear utterances. Naturally, the scientific community approaches EVP with considerable skepticism. Chapter 9. Europe's Hidden Giant, the Bosnian Pyramid Mystery. Our journey takes us to Bosnia and Herzegovina, where Samir Osmanagic claimed in 2005 that hills near Visoko were man-made pyramids. He named one the Pyramid of the Sun, allegedly larger than the Great Pyramid of Giza. Mainstream experts dismiss these claims, stating the hills are natural formations. Despite skepticism, Osmanagic continues excavations, presenting what he claims are ancient concrete blocks. Chapter 10. A Prodigy's Vision, Jacob Barnett and the Future of Physics. Our final mind-blowing fact introduces us to a truly extraordinary individual, a young man whose intellectual journey defies conventional expectations and hints at the boundless potential of the human mind. Jacob Barnett. Diagnosed with moderate to severe autism at age 2, doctors predicted he might never learn to read or tie his own shoes. Yet Jacob's trajectory has been anything but ordinary. By the tender age of 12, Jacob Barnett was not just excelling in advanced mathematics and physics, he was reportedly already working on his own expanded version of Einstein's theory of relativity. His mother, Christine Barnett, recognized his unique brilliance early on and fought to nurture it, pulling him out of special education programs that she felt were stifling his intellect and instead fostering his intense curiosity about the universe. His academic achievements accelerated at a dizzying pace. By 15, he was a published physicist, co-authoring a paper in a peer-reviewed journal and pursuing a master's degree, eventually moving on to doctoral studies in quantum physics. He has given TED Talks and lectured at prestigious institutions, captivating audiences with his profound insights and his unique way of perceiving complex scientific concepts. Jacob possesses an IQ reportedly higher than Einstein's. What makes Jacob Barnett particularly intriguing is not just his prodigious talent, but his bold assertions. Deep in the heart of Mexico, shrouded in mist and whispered legends, lies a place that chills the soul. Isla de las Muñecas, the Island of the Dolls. Here, amongst the canals of Xochimilco, hundreds of weathered dolls hang suspended from trees, their vacant eyes staring out from beneath layers of dust and decay. The story goes that a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera, haunted by the spirit of a young girl who drowned in the surrounding waters, began hanging these dolls as a way to appease her restless soul. Some dismiss it as mere folklore, but visitors to the island speak of an unsettling presence, a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. Could it be the wind rustling through the trees, playing tricks on the imagination, or is there something more to this macabre collection of discarded toys? Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, one thing is certain. The Island of the Dolls is a place that lingers in the mind long after you've left its eerie shores. It serves as a haunting reminder that some stories, no matter how unsettling, refuse to be forgotten. Imagine a world where the sun never sets, where day bleeds into night without a moment of darkness. This is the reality for those living in Svalbard, Norway, a land bathed in perpetual sunlight for months on end. From April to August, the sun traces a constant arc across the sky, casting long shadows and illuminating the rugged landscape in an ethereal glow. For the people of Svalbard, this phenomenon requires a unique adaptation. Blackout curtains become essential for a good night's sleep, while social gatherings and outdoor activities take on a whole new meaning under the midnight sun. Imagine playing a midnight game of soccer, the energy of the day still buzzing, or witnessing the surreal beauty of the northern lights dancing across a sky that never truly darkens. This is life in the land of the midnight sun, a testament to nature's ability to challenge our perceptions of time and light. It's a place where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and the natural world reminds us of its boundless capacity to surprise and amaze. The natural world is full of contradictions, but few are as perplexing as the concept of dry water. In 1968, scientists achieved what seemed impossible. They created water that was dry. This seemingly paradoxical substance resembled powdered sugar, yet astonishingly, it was composed of 95% water. The secret lay in its structure. Microscopic droplets of water were encased in a silica shell, preventing them from behaving like a liquid. But dry water is more than just a scientific curiosity. This peculiar substance has the remarkable ability to absorb harmful gases, making it a potential solution for environmental challenges like carbon capture. Imagine a world where we could clean up oil spills and combat climate change with a substance that appears as harmless as powdered sugar. Dry water serves as a powerful reminder that we live in a world of endless possibilities, where even the most outlandish ideas can become reality. In the lush rainforests of Central and South America, there lives a creature that embodies the art of taking it slow. The three-toed sloth, a master of energy conservation, spends the majority of its life hanging upside down, slumbering peacefully amongst the trees. For up to 22 hours a day, this furry marvel surrenders to slumber, only stirring from its leafy haven once a week for a very specific purpose, to relieve itself. Yes, you heard that right. The three-toed sloth's leisurely lifestyle is so sedentary that algae grows on its fur, providing camouflage and a convenient snack. While their slow-motion existence might seem uneventful, it's a perfect example of adaptation to their environment. The three-toed sloth reminds us that sometimes the key to survival lies in embracing a slower pace of life. In a world increasingly defined by globalization and interconnectedness, there exists a tribe untouched by the modern world. The Sentinelese people, inhabitants of a remote island in the Bay of Bengal, have fiercely protected their isolation for centuries. Their contact with the outside world has been limited to hostile encounters, repelling any attempts at interaction with a shower of arrows. Their language and customs remain a mystery, shrouded in the mists of time. In 2018, a young missionary attempting to make contact with the Sentinelese paid the ultimate price for his efforts, tragically highlighting the dangers of encroaching on their isolation. The Sentinelese stand as a stark reminder that there are still corners of our planet where time seems to stand still, where ancient ways of life persist, untouched and undisturbed. For a brief, shining moment in aviation history, humanity achieved the seemingly impossible. We built a plane that could outpace the sun. The Concorde, a marvel of engineering, soared through the skies at a staggering 2,179 kilometers per hour, faster than the Earth's rotation. Imagine this. You depart from London at 10 in the morning and arrive in New York at 9 in the morning the same day. You haven't traveled back in time, but you have effectively beaten it, experiencing a journey where the sun seemingly moves in reverse. Though the Concorde's reign as the king of the skies was short-lived, its legacy continues to inspire, a testament to human ingenuity and our relentless pursuit of pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Nestled amidst the redwood forests of California lies a place where the laws of physics seem to take a back seat to the inexplicable. The mystery spot, a gravitational anomaly, has baffled visitors for decades with its mind-bending illusions. Here, water appears to flow uphill, people lean at impossible angles without toppling over, and a sense of disorientation prevails. Is it an elaborate hoax, a clever manipulation of perspective? Or could it be, as some believe, a genuine magnetic anomaly that disrupts the very fabric of gravity? Whatever the explanation, the mystery spot continues to draw curious minds, eager to experience its bewildering effects firsthand. It's a place where the line between reality and illusion blurs, leaving us to question our perceptions and marvel at the mysteries that still lie hidden in plain sight. In the heart of Barcelona, Spain, a towering testament to faith, artistry, and the boundless limits of human ambition graces the skyline. The Sagrada Familia, a basilica unlike any other, stands as a symbol of one man's unwavering dedication to a vision that spanned generations. Antoni Gaudí, a visionary architect with an unparalleled eye for detail, dedicated his life to this monumental project, knowing he would not live to see its completion. Construction began in 1882, and for over a century, the Sagrada Familia slowly rose from the ground, a symphony of stone, stained glass, and intricate carvings. Even after Gaudí's death in 1926, work continued, guided by his meticulous plans and fueled by the passion of those who shared his dream. In the annals of history, there are heroes whose stories remain untold, their acts of courage hidden behind veils of secrecy and the passage of time. One such hero is Stanislav Petrov, a man who, in the face of unimaginable pressure, made a decision that quite possibly saved the world from nuclear annihilation. It was September 26, 1983, at the height of the Cold War. Soviet early warning systems detected an incoming missile strike from the United States. The alarms blared, signaling an impending nuclear attack. Stanislav Petrov, a lieutenant colonel in the Soviet Air Defense Forces, was faced with a life-or-death decision. Follow protocol and retaliate, risking a full-blown nuclear war, or trust his gut instinct that something wasn't right. In those agonizing moments, with the fate of the world hanging in the balance, Petrov made a choice that defied orders and logic. He chose to do nothing. His decision, later revealed to be the correct one, the warning system had malfunctioned, averted a potential global catastrophe. As we've journeyed together through these 10 mind-blowing facts, we've only scratched the surface of the wonders our world holds. From tales of human resilience to natural phenomena that defy explanation, our planet never ceases to amaze and inspire. So, the next time you find yourself caught in the mundane, remember to look closer, to question what you think you know, and to embrace the endless possibilities that exist in every corner of our extraordinary world. From the depths of the oceans to the furthest reaches of space, our planet is filled with wonders that defy explanation. Join me, Sarah, as we journey together to uncover 10 mind-blowing facts that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Prepare to be amazed, astonished, and perhaps even a little terrified as we delve into the unknown and explore the most incredible phenomena this world has to offer. The Second World War was a time of unimaginable hardship, a brutal conflict fought on land, sea, and air. High above the battlefields of Europe, young men risked their lives in flimsy aircraft, their missions fraught with danger. In 1942, over Nazi-occupied France, a young American airman named Alan McGee faced a terrifying situation. His B-17 bomber had been crippled by enemy fire. Forced to bail out at 22,000 feet, McGee plummeted towards the earth, his parachute ablaze. The fall should have killed him instantly. But fate had other plans. Instead of crashing into the ground, McGee's descent was miraculously broken by the glass roof of the Saint-Nazaire train station. The impact, though severe, was survivable. He had fallen over 4 miles, an almost impossible distance to survive. McGee's survival is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a beacon of hope amidst the darkness of war. The vast expanse of the ocean holds many mysteries, some lost to the depths, others whispered in legends. Bermeja Island, a speck of land in the Gulf of Mexico, had been charted on maps since the 16th century. Then, in 2009, it vanished. Expeditions set out to rediscover the island, but it was gone, vanished without a trace. The ocean floor where it once stood offered no clues. Theories abound, from cartographic errors to deliberate removal due to its location in an area rich in oil reserves. The mystery of Bermeja Island serves as a stark reminder of the power of the natural world and the secrets that still lie hidden beneath the waves. Nestled deep within a valley in Norway lies the town of Rjukan, where the sun's rays struggle to reach. For 4 months, from September to March, the town is shrouded in shadow. But the people of Rjukan refused to surrender to the shadows. They installed a series of giant mirrors on the surrounding mountains, angled to capture the elusive sunlight. These mirrors reflect the sun's rays down into the heart of Rjukan, bathing the town square in warm, artificial sunlight. Their story is an inspiration, a testament to the power of human innovation and our unwavering spirit in the face of adversity. The microscopic world teems with life, a universe of organisms both fascinating and bizarre. Most viruses are incredibly small, their structures simple and elegant. But the Mimi virus, discovered in 1992, shattered our preconceived notions. This behemoth of the viral world, measuring 0.7 microns in diameter, can be seen under a regular microscope. The Mimi virus possesses a genome of unprecedented complexity for a virus, containing genes for DNA repair, protein folding, and even metabolism. Its existence raises profound questions about the nature of life itself. The Mimi virus stands as a testament to the endless capacity of the natural world to surprise and amaze us. The animal kingdom is filled with creatures of astonishing adaptations. The snakehead fish, a denizen of freshwater habitats in Asia and Africa, is one such creature. With its elongated body and powerful jaws, the snakehead fish is a predator to be reckoned with. But it is its ability to survive out of water that truly sets it apart. Equipped with a primitive lung, the snakehead can breathe air, allowing it to survive for days in moist environments. This remarkable adaptation allows it to migrate overland, wriggling its way across short distances. Even more astonishingly, it can climb trees, using its rough scales and powerful body to shimmy up vertical surfaces. High above the Arctic Circle, nestled amidst the frozen wastelands of Svalbard, lies the remote Norwegian archipelago. Here, in this unforgiving landscape, humans have carved out a precarious existence. Longyearbyen, the world's northernmost town, is a place where life is lived on the edge. But Longyearbyen harbors a secret. In this frozen outpost, death is forbidden. The reason for this morbid law lies in the unforgiving environment itself. The extreme cold halts the natural process of decomposition. Bodies buried in the permafrost remain frozen, undisturbed by time. This poses a significant problem as polar bears are drawn to anything that resembles a potential meal. A graveyard full of undecomposed bodies would attract these predators, putting residents at risk. Thus, the law was born. Those nearing the end of their lives are flown to the mainland, their final resting place far from the frozen ground of Longyearbyen. The quest for sustainable aviation fuels has become a global imperative. In 2023, a groundbreaking flight took place, capturing the imagination of the world. A Boeing 787 Dreamliner took to the skies, its engines roaring with an unusual fuel-recycled cooking oil. This was no publicity stunt, but a carefully planned experiment. The flight demonstrated the viability of using sustainable aviation fuels for long-haul flights. The successful flight marked a pivotal moment in the quest for sustainable aviation, proving that the skies can indeed be friendly to our planet. The Bermuda Triangle, a region of the North Atlantic Ocean, has captivated the human imagination for centuries. Pilots and sailors who have ventured into the Bermuda Triangle have reported strange occurrences, from compass malfunctions to sudden changes in weather. One of the most perplexing phenomena is the alleged warping of time. Pilots have claimed that their watches have mysteriously jumped ahead or lagged behind by significant amounts of time. Some theories attribute these occurrences to magnetic anomalies in the Earth's crust. Whatever the explanation, the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the most intriguing and enduring mysteries of our planet. The ancient Egyptians left behind a legacy of awe-inspiring monuments. The Great Pyramid of Giza, the oldest and largest of the three pyramids, stands as a testament to their ingenuity. While the pyramid's massive scale is impressive, its original appearance was even more breathtaking. The Great Pyramid was once covered in a gleaming sheath of highly polished white limestone. These casing stones reflected sunlight like mirrors, creating a dazzling spectacle. The Great Pyramid, once covered in its gleaming white limestone casing, would have been a sight to behold, a testament to the architectural genius of the ancient Egyptians. As the shadow of Nazi Germany spread across Europe, a young British stockbroker named Nicholas Winton found himself at the heart of a desperate mission. Winton, moved by the plight of Jewish refugees, resolved to help. He organized a series of Kindertransports, trains that carried Jewish children to safety in Britain. Winton worked tirelessly, forging documents, raising funds, and finding foster families for the children. The trains he organized carried 669 children to safety, each child a testament to his unwavering dedication. Nicholas Winton, the British Schindler, was a true hero, his story a powerful reminder that one person's courage can make a world of difference. And so, our journey through the astonishing, the perplexing, and the truly awe-inspiring comes to an end. These stories remind us that the world is full of mysteries yet to be unraveled, secrets waiting to be discovered. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and never lose your sense of awe. For it is in the face of the unknown, in the presence of the extraordinary, that we truly come alive.